To be or not to be is no more the question. What to be and how? These are the questions that we need to answer given the times we are living in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about AI in the world of AI. And we have already set the ball rolling about the conversation that is absolutely necessary because it talks about our planet, it talks about the civilization we are supposedly proud of. But this is one question that has been snatching away my peace and calm and quiet for a long time. And this is not the primary question that has been troubling me for a long time. Why? Because I firmly believe that the quality of our life depends upon the quality of questions we ask, especially to ourselves, and try to answer it throughout our lifetimes. And given the erratic nature of the times we are living in, the uncertainties of human behavior and technology alike, it is absolutely necessary to acknowledge all those unwanted thoughts, but necessary probably, and sometimes unnecessary, that we try to grapple with as we figure out our way through life. Questions like, why did I have to go through that breakup? Did I deserve it? Why overthinking and burnout are becoming a commonplace happenstance? Why stress and anxiety have become our unnecessary companions? Why did my father beat me so extensively, or my mother scolded me so extensively? But because I did not do something that bad. And why, even though I love love, I crave love, I'm unable to form meaningful connections? And this question looms over all of these questions, and it suggests the grand irony of the day and time we are living in. Why? In the age of connection, why are we more disconnected than ever? Why is it that we have so many followers and so many virtual connections, and still loneliness is at an all-time high? Why? Depression is something that is becoming common and creeping into our lives even as we speak. Why suicides are rising all across the country or across the world, especially youngsters are falling prey to it. These are important questions. And that is why I feel that we need to talk about EI, that is emotional intelligence. Because in the day and age of AI, your IQ will not make sense anymore. It is replaceable. But humans pride ourselves to think that we are irreplaceable, right? Sir suggested, Homo sapiens. This is a question, gentlemen and ladies, not you, the future of the country, but we, the present of the country as well, need to answer. And there is no time like the present. And apart from that, this is one of the biggest reasons why we need to address this now. This graph is a pictorial representation of a survey that was conducted by McKinsey and Sandstone Care. And if you look closely, it gives us an insight into how technology and social media have an inverse relationship with mental health. And how, if you look closely, baby boomers, which has unfortunately become a meme word, but it's not that meme word anymore. Baby boomers were better at handling technology, but as we go towards Gen Z, the negative impacts of social media and technology have taken over. But the beauty of this particular PPT, this particular slide is, we all know it because it is happening to us, not someone else. But we know it, still we are unable to do stuff about it. We want to. You want to, I'm sure, that you want to change your overthinking patterns. You want to not get angry the way you usually do, because I'm sure people who get angry know that anger, after a while, after the adrenaline has been, set aside, hampers you the most. This particular graph tells us about one thing, that something changed over these generations, over the past 5-8 decades. Something changed. And that something can be divided into two prongs. We know what changed under the realm of technology. We all have been discussing that, computers, social media, vagara, vagara, vagara. But what changed from a human point of view? Because after all, We are the ones who are using technology, right? No, not anymore. Technology is using us. But even though we know all of these things, we are unable to do it. We understand, or do we understand actually, truly, the importance or the effects it is having not on our general personality, but on our brains, not just on our minds. Remember, they are two different things. Brain rot is a word I'm sure you are aware of now. It is in the dictionary also. So, it has been accepted by the world, and we know a new word. You know the meaning of the word, but do you know you are a victim of that word or whatever that ideology that world holds? Now, still, we will guess. What went wrong, or what changed, or what didn't change? Gentlemen and ladies, emotional resilience has been on a decline. I'll repeat, emotional resilience has been on a decline. If you see, look at the graph carefully. And it is going to continue to be so. And then, what are the reasons? What could happen? Why is this happening? I'll give you a few reasons. Doom scrolling, excessive screen time, overload of information. And remember, children, information does not equal knowledge. Neither does education, but information definitely does not equal to knowledge. And both of them do not equal to wisdom. Stay with this thought for a while. Apart from that, meaningless relationships. We all want to be popular, we all want to flaunt love, but we don't know what love is. But why do we need to talk about it? Because we have to realize one thing, the world will change. Oh, I'm sorry. The world is already changing as we speak, and it always has been changing, and it will continue to do so whether you like it or not. But this time, for the first time in human history, the drivers of the change are not just human beings. They are sentient machines also that are going to change the world. And that is why it's absolutely necessary that we human beings learn how to coexist with these sentient machines in the making. And surprise, surprise, we are training those sentient machines every single time we open an AI model and have a conversation with them. So basically, you are training your own replacement. Congratulations. You're creating your own enemy. A replica that is better than you. But one thing, no one, no matter how advanced technology can get, in our lifetime at least, can snatch away from you. And that is your understanding of your human emotions. The empathy you carry. The understanding you can extend if the need be. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, emotional intelligence as a skill is the only way through which we can step onto the pedestal of evolution, the next thing to come. But then again, what is emotional intelligence? जो नाम है, वो काम है. In the day and age of AI, where AI is directly challenging your IQ, what is that one thing that will keep you unique? Because all of us think we are special. But to think that we are special and to actually be special are two different things. You are special, but you have to work on it. How? Emotional intelligence. Simply speaking, emotional intelligence is all about understanding and regulating your own emotions and influencing someone else's emotions. Now that is power. If you can control someone, not control, sorry, if you can regulate someone else's emotions, that is true power. Now, there are many lenses through which you can understand emotional intelligence. And today, the lens that I bring for you, gentlemen and ladies, is the arc of EI. A stands for acknowledgement. It entails self-awareness and social awareness. For example, you can do it right now. Ask yourself, why do I feel the way I do? Why do I act the way I do? Why do others feel, act, or think the way they do? And as soon as you begin to answer these questions, you are on your way to self-awareness and many other such questions. R stands for regulation. It means self-management. Now, all of us are in a hurry, right? For what? Where are you heading towards? The purpose, the original purpose of technology, gentlemen and ladies, was to make humans' life easier so that they can put their energy into doing something else. But today, in the age of doom scrolling, do I need to complete the sentence, gentlemen and ladies? The tool is using you. Guess who the tool is? Our machines are using us and we have no idea about it. So one day just go to your phones and check all the data usage graphs that our phones provide. And then you will realize that every single day you have been doing it for a long, long time. And then, gentlemen and ladies, when we are done with A and R, we come to C, and that is connect, and it entails relationship skills. Yes, relationship is a skill. Because relationship needs investment. It needs nurturing. A relationship is not about love, because love is abstract. It cannot be defined. But yes, relationship is about understanding. It's about respect. It's about resolving conflicts even when you do not agree with each other, but respect each other enough to disagree, but with softness, with kindness. And once we are done completing this arc of EI, it is only then and then we will truly be able to create a life on our own terms, to have that freedom that I'm sure you all crave for. But freedom, gentlemen and ladies, is a huge responsibility. And for that, you need to train your mind actively. Because now, your phones are training your mind. Your random thoughts in your head in this moment are training your mind. But I just don't want to be so dystopian about it. So I would like to jump on to how to build emotional skills or emotional intelligence. The answer is very simple. Get back to basics. But it's easier said than done. Because we are living in a day and age where there are too many attractions and too many distractions for our mind to engage in. And it's simple, stimulus response. More the stimulus, more the responses. And in this case, the response is distraction of our minds. So please, get back to the basics. Pick up a paperback. Hold the book in your hand. Smell it if you want to. Feel it. Leaf through it. Talk to real people in real world. Listen to their stories and truly listen. Do not just hear them, what they have to say. Listen and write. Please, damn it. Write as much as you can with a pen in your hand and on a paper, because it's absolutely necessary that you share your inner thoughts, dreams, desires, and disappointments with someone. But that someone cannot be a person. You know why? Because all the people in general lack emotional intelligence one way or the other. But people may judge, but paper never does. Because if you are not going to express your angst and anguish, it's going to eat you up from within. And I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about. Because trauma has no age. Stress, anxiety, depression does not see how old you are. And then, once you have gone to the basics, embrace technology. Use artificial intelligence to keep track of your physical and emotional well-being. Talk to an AI model and discuss how you can plan or design a well-being routine. For example, you can ask it to help you give a few journaling prompts for a week. And then you can begin to journal with an actual pen on a piece of paper. This is how you're going to make a companion out of an AI and not let it become your master. Every single person who has been using AI models, you know that slowly and steadily you are thinking less and depending more, and you have no idea that is happening to you. And kids, it's not your fault. It's the makeup of the world. But that does not mean you're not going to pay heed to what is happening to you. It's not about the person sitting next to you. It's about you. And once you begin to embrace technology and artificial intelligence the way it is meant to be, it's absolutely necessary that you keep this reminder in your heads, that technology must serve humanity, never replace it. Because it's the human touch that keeps the world moving.